Happy birthday, Amicus Riley. Good morning, cowboy. Whiskey. Release stress by doing a big fart on your dad's face. Morning, Rabbit Snap. I think there's been some confusion, Amicus Riley. I didn't actually say anywhere that it was my birthday. I don't think. You look back, have a look back at what I said. I didn't actually say it was my birthday. Good morning, Dirty Burton. Such a 1970s username, Dirty Burton. It sounds like something that like a police officer would shout at a window cleaner who was being a bit saucy with women in their houses in the 1970s. I'll get you, you bleeding dirty Burton. Apologies for the accent. Morning, Tiberius Riley. Well, if you like, I did buy myself a nice wee present yesterday. Confessions of a Dirty Burton. Is this annoying, this thing in the background? I'll see what happens when I click next, start. Next start. Good morning, Midi, 2304. Why 2304, Midi? I don't think I've ever asked you before. Good morning, Nightbot, good to see you, mate. Midi, I didn't say it was my birthday. Thanks anyway, though. Good morning, Hex Adventure, Papa Fromage. The thing in the foreground is more annoying. I'm right behind all the fucking chat. I'm stuck behind the chat. I had a look at the demo for this game ages ago, but forgot that it was released. It is currently now released, so I'm looking at it now that it's released. Because I really liked the demo. Bow, bow. Thanks for the Prime sub, Papa Fromage. Do you get rid of the ads if you subscribe with a Prime membership? Hopefully you do. They're brutal, the ads on Instagram, aren't they? They're like fucking 30 seconds a pop. What did you see an ad for? What kind of ads are they adding onto this channel? Amazon. Oh. There's lots of really nice noises in this game. So do I draw this thing for there? So that's easy, so I just go right around the side and then it's complete. And it plays a wee tune. And that's that side complete. Click and drag to rotate. This is the next side. So how am I going to do that? And when I do this side, it's going to... I need to pick the side. When I do this side, the noise that this side makes is going to contribute to the overall tune. How am I going to do this? Can I do that? don't think I can do that. No. Oh, wait. No. What happens if I go that way and then... Ah, there we go. Morning, Pops. I'm just trying to find something pleasant to have in the background, Papa Fromage. I'm not actually playing the game straight away. Although I have done this level. I did this level on the demo. How do I turn? Let me turn. I don't know how to turn. Oh, sake. We're in there. There it is. I know. No. No, that's wrong. I'll be right way in a second. That way? That way. Oh, it needs to be a loop. There you go. That's the wrong one. Boop, 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 boop. So I've done this planet. Good morning, Clavius. Jamode. You can even record your jam onto a record. Who made this? Wait a minute, do I need to hit him? Does it help if I hit... Oh, no. So it goes there. Nah, it doesn't make any difference. Record. You don't even need to know what you're doing. Fly a spaceship in the Starfield game, asks Midi. I don't have it. What if I could? Don't have it. Is it free? And then when you do that world, it goes into that box. It's just like a vinyl record goes into that box, and then you move on to the next world. How do you get gold? A wooden version of the original mbira instrument dates back from the west coast of Africa about 3,000 years ago. The world's only 2,000 years old, so I don't know how they've come up with that number. The most popular mbira is the metal tinned mbira, which dates back to 1,300 years ago. If you're interested in learning more about this kind of music, you should start listening to... Oh, I remember this now, because it recommends artists that you could listen to that play like indigenous instruments and music. Excuse me. And play the left hand bass line, right hand plays the upper melody. Okay, let's go. So I was saying to Amicus Riley there, who was asked me if I got any presents. I did actually buy a wee present for myself yesterday. So you know there's gaps. Oh god, the gaps are moving. But if you draw the line, it doesn't matter whether it's... That's pleasant. Right, so I want to hit that. And then I want to do that and that. Aye, so a couple of days ago, I'm talking about this present that I bought for myself. I don't know, I probably wasn't streaming at the time, but one of the tasks that I had when I moved into this flat in Shawlands. Sorry for no mentioning the follow faded film. Thanks for the follow faded film if you're still there. Thank you very much. One of the things that I had to do when I first moved into this flat was put up a drying rack, you know, the old pulley drying racks that you get. And I had a wee bit of bother getting it installed. I see. So for a while, for like nearly a year, I think there's been holes in the ceiling where I've been drilling holes, because you can't really... There's no real... You can buy devices that help, kind of are supposed to help you fight, because when you're installing one of these pulley systems, a fucking fascinating live stream I do. It's really... I'm surprised these viewers are in the thousands. Fascinating. It's got a big long screw in the close pulley, and you have to attach this big long screw into a joist, a ceiling joist, a solid wood ceiling joist, because that's the only thing in the ceiling that can take the weight of a heavy... We've got quite a wide drying rack as well, so it's got like 6 slats, I think, but it's quite broad, so it gets quite heavy when it's full of wet clothes and stuff. And for a year it was up there, and I thought that I had eventually managed to... What's this game called? It's called Ripmos. Sorry, Rabbit Snap, that was ages ago. Yeah, you asked me that. It's called Ripmos. For ages I thought I had properly installed this drying rack, and you could see where I'd been testing for to find the ceiling joist, drilling holes in. You can buy... I bought like these strong magnets that are meant to help you detect where the ceiling joists are, but none of them helped. Now I know why none of them helped, because I'll go into that. But a couple of days ago, the clothes pulley that's been up there for about a year fell out of the ceiling onto my girlfriend's head while she was using it. It was full of wet clay, so it never done any damage to her noggin. So she's fine, but it did mean that it had to be fixed. And I made attempts at fixing it, but then realised that I can't fix it because I couldn't find... as I say, I thought I'd done it properly the first time, and I thought that these were secured into the ceiling joists. But then I realised one of the hooks fell out, one of the pulleys fell out, and the other one was still in place. So I had a tug on that one as well, and even that was moving, which it shouldn't move. If it's secured into a ceiling joist, it shouldn't move at all, because it's right into solid wood, and it's a big, long, heavy-duty screw, so it shouldn't move at all. So neither of the pulleys were in a ceiling joist. So I was kind of out of options as to how I was going to be able to secure it. So I had to get a guy, like a builder guy, to come around and look at it and see if there were any other solutions that they could advise. And it's a pain in the arse getting builders out and handyman people to come out to your flat. But I'll tell you, it's a hell of a lot easier to get it done in Glasgow city than it is no being in a major city like Glasgow, because I've been through this multiple times in my flat in Dumbarton, and it's just hard to get people to even come out. You can be weeks before you can get somebody to visit your house to fix something, just because it's that bit further out of the way. And as I say, it's still a pain in the arse when you do it in Glasgow, because I think I contacted maybe about 20 odd different people. One person came out on the day, had a look at it, and he was right in what he said, but he didn't really have any interest in trying to fix it himself, because he couldn't find any joists either. He was basically just doing exactly the same thing as I had told him I'd already done. He was checking the ceiling with my magnet, which I told him I'd done, and then he was drilling extra holes. Faded Film says, always feels great to having to get a proper man out to do these things. I'm useless at anything DIY. I'm no useless, Faded Film, but I'm more useless than I used to be. I seem to have a lot less patience and a lot less adventure in me than I used to have. So as soon as this job started to get like semi-complicated, I was like, also it's no my flat, so I can't do things like cutting into ceilings and stuff like that. Like, I'm just, my attitude was just, I don't want to make any irreversible, cause any irreversible damage. And I'm super cautious, because I think you might have remembered that I drilled into a, what they call the wooden bits round doors, border, like the wooden border round a door. I drilled into one of them a few months ago and hit an electrical mains trim frame wood a jam. Hold on, what's the name of the wooden bit round a door? Let's nail this. Is it a jam? Is it a bilf? Wooden bilf? It's definitely no frame. Ultra wide though. I've never heard that before. Frame? No. A waif? Not a waif. You know that wooden waif around the door? I drilled into that and hit an electrical mains wire, and had to get an electrician out to fix it. Luckily, I just grazed the wires. If I hadn't just grazed the wire, he literally would have had to rip out all the wiring, like through. It would have been like hundreds, if not thousands, of pounds worth of damage to get it repaired. But obviously, the wire shouldn't have been there behind that bit of wood. But ever since doing that, I'm a bit. When I'm doing things in this flat, I'm like, I don't know where anything is, and I don't want to cause any major damage. So, got builders out to quote getting this clothes pulley installed properly. A guy came out on the first day, but once he realised how complicated the job was going to be, he told me what it is that I need to do to fix it, but he didn't offer to do it in any way. So I was like, fine, he's probably right in what he says, but I'm not going to do what he says, and he obviously doesn't want to do what he says, so I'll wait for the next guy. So another guy came the next day, Polish guy, and sorted it all. But what he had to do was cut like 2 squares in the ceiling. So you cut out 2 squares, and then you feed in a wooden support, like a 2x4 or something, like a big bit of chunky wood above the ceiling so that you can then drill holes towards the wood to secure the drying rack. So that's what he did, and he was there for about 2 hours, but he got it all sorted. Did a decent job for what I can tell, and it seems to be working fine. But that was a nice wee present that I bought for myself, paying a Polish guy to fix something that I wasn't capable of fixing myself. I'm glad I never attempted to do it myself, because it isn't. I thought the ceiling was just plasterboard, but it isn't. It's have you ever heard of lath and plaster? If you Google lath and plaster, you'll have seen this type of stuff before. It's like loads of wooden slats with like kind of filler, kind of concretey stuff slapped in it. Wee strips of wood, aye, correct, Tiberius. So that's what the ceiling is comprised of. And oh shit, sorry, I clicked away for the screen. How did I click back? I am glad I never started the job, because it was really, really messy. But now I know why I couldn't detect any joists, because the joists are much further up. It's basically like a kind of false ceiling that's there just now. It's still quite high up, so you can't really tell it's a false ceiling, but the joists are too far away above the lath and plaster ceiling. But it's all sorted anyway. The guy wanted 120 quid, and I gave him 140 quid, because I was so relieved, and he did such a tidy job, considering the amount of mess that came falling out of the ceiling once he started cutting into it. But it's fixed now anyway. But anyway, that's the present that I bought for myself, as I gave a Polish guy 140 quid to fix a drying rack, because I couldn't do it. How often do you get a tidy builder, Space Jaws? It was just nice. It was just that I quite often a day go on with Polish builders, because they do. See, the thing is, the first guy that came round was a Scottish guy, and once the thing got too complicated, he was like, well, he had no interest in doing the job once it was too complicated. He thought he was just going. He started off with a really, like, the guy that came out first jumped on the opportunity, and the reason why he jumped on the opportunity is because he quoted straight away £95 to install the drying rack, but he thought that he was coming to put 2 holes in a ceiling and secure a drying rack and go, right, give me £100. That's what he thought was going to happen. But once he realised they had to actually put some work in and use like different tools and stuff, then he wasn't interested. But with Polish people, also the drying rack had to be dismantled and then reassembled and stuff. And I don't think the Scottish guy had any real interest in the amount of time that was going to take today. But as I say, the Polish guy just came, did everything, did it all quite tidily, and never moaned about anything. Underquoted, like undercharged for the work that he'd done. So I was like, good. I'm going to use him again if I can get. If he's not too busy, I'm going to use him again. I need one of the, when you've got your electrical meters and stuff, the fuse box and the electric meters and stuff. I'm going to get the guy to build a box, just a cosmetic thing to box in all the electrical things. But that'll be a while away, because he's busy and I'm going on holiday next week. Let me just scroll back and read your comments, and that should take care of the rest of the stream. Me reading out comments for 20 minutes ago. Faded Film says free time is the most valuable currency at the end of the day. I think it's the most valuable currency at any point in the day. Free time. There was a wee bit of a moment when I was giving that Polish guy 140 quid where I was thinking about care work, because I've done some care work this year. And I'm lucky I'm lucky that I don't like financially completely depend. It is needed and quite useful, the income that I get for the care work that I do, but it's not like I'm financially dependent on it. It isn't the only thing that I do for money, but it is it's occasionally useful to remember what some jobs get paid, because I'm getting this Polish guy 140 quid and going, that's like 2 days. That guy's been here for 2 hours, but this is like two shifts of care work to pay for this. Ultra Wido says that the wooden bits around doors, according to Wix, are called door linings and frames. Never heard them called door linings before. Is that sarcasm, Amicus Rayleigh, that you love seeing your ugly gas and lecky boxes in your hall? Midi says the thing with birthdays, he's 42, and if he really wants something, he goes out and buys it because he's an adult. That's what he says. And that's from Midi, age 42, on an oil rig. He's a big boy. That's what he's saying. He's basically saying he's a big boy. I don't know, they're a bit messy, the meters, which is why I want to cover them up, but also I suspect that, it makes me think about lecky bills when I see the lecky meters, and anything that leads me towards thinking about money, I don't want to know about it. I'm going to do another side. No, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right either. Oh wait, I need to hit that. I need to hit that. And then that. And then that. And then that. And then that. If you can see them, they definitely run higher. It's proven that lecky meters, Space Jaws is talking about, that's true. It's like that saying, what is the saying? A watch kettle. What is the saying? Yay! A watch kettle gathers no moss. Is that what they say? A watch kettle boils just as fast as an unwatched one. That's it. I'm surprised I didn't remember that. It's quite catchy. What have I missed? There we go. Piper Dunn says that they're terrified to check their lecky bill, even in the summer. To tell you that my neighbour here in Shawland says that her lecky bill has just trebled. Might make it a regular feature this stream to remind you how much money Rishi Sunak makes a year when we're talking about terrified about checking our lecky bills. Rishi Sunak made £740 million in one calendar year. It's good, isn't it? Pair of testicles. Seeds from the Hota plant. Ding. A watch in the kettle is as useful as a chocolate teapot. That rings a bell as well, actually, Tiberius Riley. Not having much money is extremely expensive in my experience, says Tiberius Riley. Space Jaws' electricity bill has trebled. You shouldn't be watching streams, mate. That uses electricity. I'm going to have to go and make a cup of tea in a minute because it's no early in the morning, but I go up early in the morning to drive my girlfriend to the train station. But instead of getting on with my day when I came back and I was like, it's still no 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm going back to bed for an hour. So I went back to bed because I was still really tired. So I need to wake up. Parp says that Rishi Sunak must work really hard because he made £740 million in a year. He fucking must do. It would take me and everybody I know, everybody I've met, like many, many lifetimes to make that amount of money. I wish I lived in a time. I think I talked about this before. You know, I like the BBC Archive YouTube channel is always putting up old like news pieces and documentary pieces and stuff for their archives, unsurprisingly. And I watched one that was about God, what was the factory now that they built? I think it might have been a car factory that they worked in. A bunch of like, you'll see it on the BBC Archive channel if you have a look at it. But there's one of the videos is with a load of like manual labour guys in the 1970s, late 1970s, I think, early 80s, and they're just talking about the state of things in their town, basically, and how like the normal jobs that they've relied on most of their lives are all drying up now. Thatcher, and how kind of worried they are about what this means for the coming generations. And you really got really got a sense watching it that these guys who were having this conversation were having the conversations because they felt that they still had some kind of influence or some kind of ownership over how things are governed and run. And I feel like decades and decades of apathy have put an end to conversations, a lot of conversations like that happen in this country. And I was going to say that I wish I lived in a time where there was a realistic chance of some kind of revolution happening. I wish there was we lived in a time where there was a real possibility that we would eat the rich, because that's, I think, is what it's going to take. It's going to take most people who don't have money, which is most people, coming to the realisation that the system that is oppressing them and fucking the planet at the same time is the same system that's keeping rich people in the lifestyle that they would never in a million years give up, obviously. You see your lecky bill going up and trebling. That doesn't affect folk with money. That doesn't affect shareholders or folk with money. Your lecky bill is trebling and your shopping bill is doubling or trebling, so the rich people can remain rich. That's why it's happening. So cook them in a big oven and then eat them. It does affect shareholders. They get more money. Well, that's what I mean. That's why the prices have gone up. Everybody else under them suffers so that they don't suffer, so that the system keeps going, so that we keep pretending that there's infinite. Well, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. Hi, good morning. I don't know what I'm talking about. Rabbit Snap asks, why weren't you born into rich parents? Seems like an oversight. I know, it seems like a strange life choice to me to know be born into rich children. Rab could sell his game collection and not even be close to 740 million. I don't know, Hamicus Riley, I don't know about that. He's got some really obscure Japanese stuff. Ultra Wido says, years ago my granddad had a meter rigged with a photo negative jammed in the spinning dial. A photo negative? I remember that. I remember that trick. I know people that did that. We also, I think I've said this before on stream, I mean, if you report me for telling you this, I'll just deny it anyway. I'm just making it up. It's just a story that I'm making up, so it's not true. But what we used to do with our lecky meter is get a car battery and wire the car battery up to the meter, and it stopped the dial for circulating. And one time my man nearly blew herself up when she was disconnecting the car battery. She accidentally touched the wires or something. She literally flew back for the lecky meter. So you're taking your life in your hands, but you're making an excellent saving. Pizza Delivery Mecha says, I think just saying infinite and then admitting that you don't know what you're talking about is a safe choice. Okay. I should have started with I don't know what I'm talking about. There's maybe no infinite money, but there is definitely plenty anyway. There's definitely plenty of it. Good B Game says there is sorry, this is an old comment. There is a possibility as climate change destroys the planet, traditional government capitalist structures will crumble. Aye, obviously that's going to happen. Water wars, air war, oxygen wars, and water wars. That's what we'll have in our future. Or everything will be fine. Or everything somehow will just be fine somehow. You just get used to it, don't you? Every generation just gets used to what they get used to. So in a couple of generations' time, you'll only be able to go outside for like a maximum of 10 minutes before you get skin cancer, and people will just be on. But that's what it's like to live on Earth. That's just what it's like. You're just unsafe to go outside on Earth. There's nothing really outside anyway. All the social media is inside. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Good B Game says there's not enough if anyone who makes six figures is to be believed. It's mad, innit? It's mad that for so long for so long the wealth at the top has put so much effort into convincing us that, or like demonising and stigmatising like refugees and disabled people and unemployed people and poor fucking schemy people, when actually the cost of all of these things is fucking nothing compared to the obscene wealth that they have. But I've had these conversations in real life with people, and I don't do it anymore. What you just can't answer back while I'm doing this, which is why I'm doing it now. People can't get they're no able to get their head around the idea of a world existing without capitalism. They can't. It's unfathomable. We need this system. We need it. We need money. I'm not talking about well-off people. I'm just talking about people I know. But what happens is, what you'll see in your own lifetime and time again is that, and you'll people you do know and people you don't know, what happens is that people work because they have to work to stay afloat, and then they work most of their life, and then they spend most of their life working, and then when they get to like 50s, 60s, whatever, they have this I don't want to say attitude, that sounds adversarial. They have this outlook that they went through this they've put themselves through that ordeal, spending their one lifetime on the planet doing jobs that they don't want to do so that they can make money to get by. So there's a kind of bitterness in them about it. And if you suggest rich people shouldn't have that level of wealth, people shouldn't be doing jobs that they don't want to do just to perpetuate consumption. People will rail against that because they had to suffer it. They went through that ordeal with their life, so they think that you shouldn't be allowed to avoid that. Again, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. Communism doesn't work either. Midi, communism doesn't work either. I tried that doesn't work. But there must be, like... I saw this, there was a guy in one of the care services that I did some shifts in. There was a young guy, maybe about mid-20s, I would guess. And he's got like a couple of years care experience. More than me, anyway. And he's leaving this. I think he has now left that service to start another job. But he was going to work. I'd never heard of this before. He's going to work for The Promise. Have you ever heard? Has anybody ever heard of the Promise? You might find it online if you look for The Promise Scotland. And I'd never heard it before, but basically what it is it's a Scottish government initiative. I think it was Sturgeon, Nicola Sturgeon. Sounds like a cult, which is it's exactly what I said to him when he said he was going to work for The Promise. Which at the time I thought was good patter, but now I realise that fucking Hex Adventures get the same joke book as me. But The Promise Scotland is like a government initiative. I think it was Nicola Sturgeon that first, what do you call it, initiated the report. But it's a government initiative to try and make sure that care experience, this is the term that they use, care experienced people, or it's basically like kind of trying to raise the standards of care and respect that care experienced children get in Scotland. I've forgotten my point for bringing that up. I think it was just that it was a rare example of like a government initiative where I felt, to be honest, no mincing my words, I suppose I felt a wee bit of pride in it. I probably feel a wee bit of pride every time I read the word Scotland, to be honest, but seeing an initiative like that kind of gives you a wee... it might be an unmanageable task, but seeing that they're at least making the effort to do something like that, like a countrywide national effort to recognise that neglecting people who need care in your society is just fucking terrible for your society. For loads of different reasons, for financial reasons, but also for all the other different reasons that you just don't want people living that badly in your country. It's so I suppose that was an example of like something that's happening within these current systems of governance that is positive. But there'll be loads of different positive examples, but we still live in this capitalist system which is raping the planet within an inch of its life. But I don't know how you deprogram the greed and the drive for more that capitalism convinces people is what life is on Earth, what a human life is on Earth. I don't know how you dispel that, other than lace the water system of all the major cities on Earth with psilocybin. I'm going to have to make a cup of tea in a minute. Weather is definitely a lot more erratic these days. I don't think that's... We're not imagining it, are we? Like, weather forecasts are less accurate, and weather is a lot more dramatic. Obviously, weather fucking changes all the time, but it's not just like it'll be raining one day and sunny the next, but it's like the temperature changes as well. It's like there's massive temperature change swings, which doesn't seem normal. Midi says, my old man was a borderline communist. He was a miner in Fife when I was wee. My earliest memories are from the miners' strike. He was a big trade unionist. He's a Tory now. Fucks. Voted for Brexit. Oh my god. Sad end to that story. Sorry, I'm not understanding your comment, Amicus Riley. Your comment about Patrick Harvey, the Scottish Greens MSP. Is he an MSP? Got called a deviant. He got called a deviant because he's gay. He's bi. I think we might as well continue on talking about things I don't know what I'm talking about. I think the timing of like social media and communicating like this and what that does to us long term is really bad. It's badly timed when it comes to things like the climate crisis, because we're communicating worse. Good sentence structure. We're communicating a lot worse than we used to, which is bad, really bad timing when we really need to start sorting shit out like really quickly. But I have this sense that we're not going to sort anything out. I think that maybe comes across in my tone and my attitude. I don't really think we're going to sort anything. I think we're going to just adapt every time things get a bit worse and a bit worse until the point where we can't adapt anymore. I think that's what's going to happen. Because people want to have nice cars, don't they? And nice clothes and go on holidays all the time. And have whatever's better and nicer than what you've already got. That's what you want. And that's right to think like that as well. That's correct and proper to want better than what you've got all the time on repeat until you die. Good V Games, I'm quoting this out of context, but Good V Games says that you can't trust anything Johnny Government says. Now we're getting into the meat of this live stream. I can't 100% prove it, but I think it's telling that you can't actually get anybody in the government or the council to admit or even respond to the claims that vaccines are actually alien technology that are just used to track our every movement. They won't even. They're rattled when you bring it up, you know what I mean? So, just shows you. Just shows you. Good morning, Godwalker. Pizza Delivery Mecca says if we all had any sense, we'd obviously delete social media and start reading books again. There was a guy in the sauna yesterday. I went to the sauna place that where I remember. There was a guy in there who says that he bought an hourglass that he sits next to his chair where he reads books. Sounds like quite a good idea. So you sit down and you turn the hourglass and then you've got like 1 hour, obviously, to read a book. That sounds quite... And he makes sure that all his devices are like far away from him, obviously, when he's doing it. As if I'm going to phone the government on a 5G network. Fuck's sake, Amicus Riley, what do you think of him? I wrote it in the back of a Cocoa Pops box and stapled it to their door. So I know they got it because I stapled it to their door myself. I think we're going to see... We're definitely... We're both 40s, Middy, so I think we've got... If we're lucky, we've got 3 or 4 decades left in us, so that should be long enough to see things, like, get worse, basically. See things get a lot worse. For all that I say that I'm talking a load of crap and I don't feel as if I know what I'm talking about, I think I'm lying a wee bit because I think in my own head I do feel as if I do have a good estimation as to why things are going wrong. But that's why I think that it's kind of unfixable, because it has more to do with... It has more to do with how the world is kind of presented to a newborn human baby by the other humans. It has to do with how a human relates to the world that it's born into, and I don't know how you fix that. Capitalism doesn't help, but I don't think... I think the problem is a few steps back for that. I think the problem is how people relate to their reality, how they see themselves as separate, subconsciously or whatever, how they see themselves as separate from their surroundings and the world that they live in. Obviously, I think everybody should be meditating for a young age. Is that fucking meditating's going to fucking fix climate change? I'll wait for a cup of tea. I'll be back in about 2 or 3 minutes. Keep your trousers on. Hi. Seeing about good wee games if you're still there. Fuck the Tories. Eat the Tories. What does lizard taste? Has anybody ever eaten lizard? What does lizard taste like? I was listening to a podcast the other day. I was just reading Godwacker's comment about AI wiping us out. I was listening to a podcast the other day where they were talking about nuclear arsenals and the possibility that they'll use AI to kind of do the decision making when it comes to like critical points of nuclear threat. And they were making the point that AI would make better decisions than humans because humans are just basically stupid apes. So if you've got like 10 or 15 minutes to make a crucial decision about the future of the planet, you're actually better putting it in the hands of AI than you're in a bunch of frantic humans. Would Tears of the Kingdom exist in a world without rampant capitalism? Probably no, Piperton. Probably no. Well, I suppose it could. It would probably just take longer to make things like that. I don't know. Good morning, Bag of Knives. I don't know. Space Jaws says fried alligator tastes like chicken. If something tastes like chicken, you're probably just better off eating chicken. put Bag of Knives in charge of all the nuclear weapons, but you're just up, Bag of Knives. What if there was a nuclear war at like 8:30 in the morning and you were still in your bed? Anywho, so the world's fucked. Let's have a wee game. The tongues of the mbira instrument are attached to a wooden box that resonates. They're often made from calabash trees. Lamellophone or lamellophone? Lamellophone, probably. What is a kalimba? We stayed in an Airbnb this year, I think, where somebody had a really nice kalimba, a really nicely tuned one. They're not all as pleasant. Ahoy there, Egg Renaissance. I'm confused. This looks deceptively... Oh no, it isn't. It isn't deceptively easy. What about that? That. No? I don't think that's right. Don't think that's right either. I'm stuck. Stuck. I had to take the cat to the vet yesterday to get his vaccine booster. Then later in the day, that doesn't look right. Can I hit that as it's travelling? No, no really. No, it's too fast. Then later in the day, after taking Bobby to get his vaccine booster, I took the dog out, but when I brought her back, we've got an old dog, obviously we got a 14-year-old wee dog. One of her rear legs was lifted up in the air, but I gave her a good thorough padding down and everything. She didn't seem distressed by it, but she was still lifting it up and no wanting to use it. I don't know what's the deal. She seems alright, but I don't know if she's just at that age where things have just started to kind of shut down every now and again. Wait. I'll figure that out. If I can get that. Oh, no. Go. Go. She had just been for a walk outside, so I don't know whether it was just like a dead... She wasn't very adventurous when she was out walking, but I was thinking maybe it was just a dead leg or something that she'd managed to pick up, but I'd never seen it before anyway. I'm just a wee bit panicky because my girlfriend's now away. She's away in a residency for like a week and a half. So I've got the dog by myself for a week and a half, and I'm just a bit concerned that I might break it. What's a Podenco? Tiberius Riley, what is a Podenco? Is that a type of dog? Oh, I think I know the ones you're talking about. I need to get that thing in the middle. No, I can't get it in the middle because I can't get down there like that. Oh, wait a minute, I flicked it. Oh, that's not. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. No, that's not it. That's not it. Bugger. I'm still absolutely amazed using Streamlabs that this behind me is all AI. Like this cut out green screen effect is all achieved by AI. I've got no green screen. I've got no green screen. I've got one small light in my face. Incredible technology. Right, well I have to go that way. Oh, I've done it. Have I? I've done it. 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 Marimba. Good morning, Big Ian. I didn't actually say it was my birthday. Sorry about that. As I said, Bag of Knives, it's not actually my birthday. Not actually that close to 50, actually, anyway. Not actually that. I know you're just joking, but I'm not actually going to answer the door. Ryan shares a birthday with Shakin' Stevens, a nice easy one to remember. That's true. Take it, Rob. That is true. Shakin' Stevens and my Uncle Eddie. So if you ever want to remember when's Ryan's birthday, just remember when Ryan's uncle's birthday is, and then you'll remember when my birthday is. I got into a bit of trouble the other day when I was doing a bit of care work, because I do a bit of care work at home with this young autistic lad who's most of the care work I've been doing recently has all been with like non-verbal folk, but this guy's very, very verbal, and I used the word AI. I was talking about or the phrase AI. I was talking about VR games we were talking about, and he was talking about how unimmersive they can be because they're not very intricately built. They're not very immersive in that way because there's even less detail sometimes in VR games there is in normal games, like attention to detail. And I said to him, well, things will probably change in that direction because of AI, but he gave me a wee bit of trouble for it. He gave me a wee bit of a shuriken for it because he said that I was using AI as some kind of buzzword, which I suppose I kind of technically was, but it's also true that now that AI exists, it will continue to improve itself, and it'll be used for things like expanding levels and no designing levels, but maybe designing levels, but definitely making areas more dense in terms of detail. I don't see why AI wouldn't be used for that. AI will be used to fill gaps. It already is in Unreal 5. Well, that's what I said as well, but he didn't like it because he said that I was using AI as like a buzzword. Can I go anywhere? Locked. The music in the solar system is inspired by Hawaii. What? Hawaiian? Hawaii? Shift. Shift. Why are you no shifting? Shift. Mexican cowboys introduced the Spanish guitar in Hawaii in the late 19th century. Did you know that? You didn't, huh? Are you fucking winding me up with this noise that's happening right outside my window? The Hawaiians chose to detune the Spanish guitar into what is known as slack key. Steel guitar for music from Hawaii, using the slide guitar technique, inspired a lot of American country music. How very interesting. Drag the ice cube around this level. Why? This is going to be a good level, I think. It's got some nice noises. Ah, it stops there. Cool. Okay. Well, if it stops there, I can do that. How do I restart? Let me restart. Can I do that? Oh, but I can do this. I think I was on fairly. Are you agreeing with me that I'm on fairly secure footing, saying that AI will almost certainly be used in the development of like VR games? If it isn't already, it definitely will be. The lad was probably just in a bad mood. There. That didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't work either. Hang on. Do a AI CV episode. I don't know what that is. Bag of knives. I'll do it if you email me and tell me what it is. I do need to be one. I've got an empty basically for the next week and a half, so I've got Consulvania today as well as stupid boring things like DIY, cutting hedges and painting and things like that. Also need to go shopping at some point to buy some fucking... I don't even know what I need to buy. I'm going to Barcelona for 4 days. What do you need to go to Barcelona for 4 days? Like a t-shirt? I need to go and buy a new t-shirt. It's annoying being me a lot of the time for many different reasons, but I've got this holiday booked in Barcelona for 4 days and I've had it booked for a few months. But at no point have I thought of this holiday in Barcelona and went, I'm looking forward to that and looking forward to all these potential nice things that could happen in Barcelona. Because that's not the way my brain works. I'm just thinking, I hope I can actually get there because I need to do a transfer in London. So I need to, first of all, I need to get to Edinburgh for like 4 o'clock in the morning, I think. I need to get there on Sunday morning. And then I need to fly from Edinburgh to London, and then I need to change in London to a different flight. and then I need to get from Barcelona airport into Barcelona, which I'm assuming will be quite easy. But then I need to find the accommodation and check in, but the accommodation's not in my name, so I'm expecting there could be some confusion there. So I'm not really thinking about the trip in Barcelona and going, I'm looking forward to it. I'm just thinking there's a lot of potential things that will go wrong that means that I might not even make it to Barcelona. We're staying in the Gothic Quarter. They sell t-shirts in Barcelona these days, says Dirty Button. That's good to know. I'm not making a list of things that I want to do in Barcelona because I fucking hate that. It's 4 days. We've only got 4 days to fill. We'll go and we'll just enjoy us. Undoubtedly, my girlfriend will want to make some kind of itinerary or some kind of schedule for the 4 days. But I'm like, we're staying in the Gothic Quarter of Barcelona. I think we can just walk out of the accommodation and there'll be enough things to keep us going for 4 days. We might go to... Is it Sitges or Sitges? There's like a wee holiday town half an hour away or less from Barcelona that looks really nice that I've never been to before. And we nearly ended up staying there instead of Barcelona. Sitges? Is it Citges? I think is how it's spelled. I'm just clicking away the musical cutout, sorry. That's cool. Did you hear the way the instruments echoed there? Because I clicked away for the game? That's so cool. Listen again, right? Right, I'm going to click away for the game. That's nice. This is actually quite good to stream a game like that. What's it ending there? How the fuck did it get done there? I'm stuck. Well, I'm stuck. No, that's no good. That's no good. This is quite good for streaming this game because you can look away and just look at the chat. Because a lot of the time with these games, it pays to like just stop looking at it for a wee minute and go back to it and go back fresh. The G is like the CH in Loch. We don't hear the echoes. Ah well, sorry. Sorry, Blue Myth. Pure shite for us, this game. Put on Warzone. Sitges. Anyway, there. Well, the ice cube must be in play somehow. Wait, I've got it. I've got it. Have I? Have I got it? No, I don't think I do have it. Ah, didn't mean that. Nah. Bugger. Bugger. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No. That doesn't help. That doesn't help. Amicus Relly says just remember not to lisp in Barca if you do a bit of Spanish. They don't do that there. I'm not going to speak any Spanish. I was figuring I could just raise my voice if I want something. Can I not just shout English into their faces? Are we not allowed to do that now that we're out of the EU? Because that was my plan. I was just going to shout at them because they're foreign. Eggs and sausage. Beans and racism, please. Narrow-mindedness. I'm only taking pounds with me as well. I'm not using their crappy currency. I'm going to take some old currency for the 1960s that's still got the Queen on it. There, hold on. That doesn't work. There. No, it doesn't work. Oh well, there. There. This is tricky. It's a tricky one. feel as if like 5 years later, 5 or 6 years later, I'm only now starting to come to terms with Prince being dead. Seven years, fuck me. Fucking hell. 2016? Fucking hell. Christ. Robin Williams, for some reason, is different. I've not seen a Robin Williams in a few years, but Robin Williams, for a reason I'm not really privy to, in my head, Robin Williams has this kind of, he's always been dead kind of quality to him. I don't know why that is, but that's how I think him. Doesn't stop it being any sadder, but he has this quality in my memory that he's kind of always been away. I was watching an interview with Prince on, it was either 60 Minutes or that Charlie Rose talk show thing that they do in America, or used to do in America. And Prince was talking about how the trajectory of our species isn't good. He was talking about how, I think he was kind of talking about his own life and how much like he lives for music and creativity and love and things like that. But he was talking about the trajectory of the human race and saying things on there, things aren't going in a good direction. Mm-hmm. Oh Christ. Oh, it's tricky. This is tricky. Good afternoon, Resigny. I explained earlier in the stream that I didn't actually, technically, by the letter of the law, I didn't actually say it was my birthday. I just used the word birthday, I didn't say it was my birthday. Which famous person are you most worried about dying next? For me, it's probably Michael Jackson. I'm quite worried that, because I've not heard he's always been a person who I think hasn't taken particularly good care of himself. And I think all the wains that he's got staying with him in that Neverland Ranch, I've got a lot to answer for, because they should be taking better care of Michael. But because we haven't heard much from him recently, I'm a bit worried about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson probably needs to see a doctor. I agree, aye. He'd probably benefit if he's seeing like an unethical doctor, I think. It's so fucking... Oh, it's so... I was going to use the word irritating, but it's much more powerful than irritation. The way Prince died. That fucking fentanyl pish. Just fucking dopily falling asleep and dying and his heart stopping. What a waste, man. What a fucking waste. Oh, that feels close, but that's not it either. Wait, can I? No, I can't. Can I do that? No, I can't do that either. Oh, Christ. Annie0301 asks, what's the difference between a cow and a bull? One's got a cock and one's no got a cock. Was that it? Is that the difference? Don't leave me hanging, Annie0301. I need to know the answer. It's either one or the other. Could somebody ban Annie for 400 years? Annie, are you okay? I think I've got it. I don't have it. I still don't have it. But... No. No, I still don't have it. I can't get back. No. That's the same thing I did last time. No, that's not right. That's not right. No. What is the goal here? You need to... sorry, I maybe should have explained. You need to draw this line through these objects, and these objects make like a musical sound, and you need to get back to base, sort of. So you need one straight line, one line that goes through these and back to base, sort of thing. No, that's not gonna do it. That's not gonna do it. It's frustrating, this. Ideally, I'd like it to stop there. If I could get it to stop there, it'd be problem solved, but I can't. Oh no, wait a minute, I can. Oh, but I also need it to stop there to stop him. Gold. Oh, I thought I had it there. I thought I had it. What about there? What are you showing me? I don't know what that is.
don't know what that is. You're saying put that up there and do that. You can't, like that. You just get stuck here. So if the ice cube's up there, what's stop? Like, there's nothing. You need to be able to stop that because it could. You can't go partial line. You can't go partial line. You need to be able to stop that. If you, the line will just go as long as it can go unless you stop. If you know what I mean. No, you can't just create a 90 degree wherever you want. You can only do straight lines, so you have to prevent it for. That's why the ice block's there. It's got something to do with that, or it could have something to do with that. The problem I've got is that I need the ice block to stop here, but I also need it to stop like there. Here, sorry, here. I need it to stop here. That looks. And that's no good because the line can't get back to base because I've blocked it. So I've blocked the whole path back to base. I don't bloody know. It's perplexing. This game will have no ice in 50 years. No 50 years. Maybe get about 10 years. Jeez, oh. I've been streaming over 2 hours already. I'm going to need to switch to another task very shortly. I've been waiting to cut this massive hedge outside the flat for ages, but it keeps bloody raining, so I can't do it when the hedge is soaking. It was over 2 hours of doom and gloom, and the great thing is, Amicus Riley, you can just, when the stream's done, you can just forget everything that we've been talking about and just get on with your day as if nothing's happening. Just like the rest of the world. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. It's amazing that we're all fucked, but we just don't, we're just ignoring it. It's amazing. That looks right, but nah, it can't be right. That maybe? Maybe that? No, not that either. Wait a minute. Nah. Jeez, oh. I wasn't expecting this to be so tricky. It's definitely not that. It can't be that because he's stuck in there. I've been here before. Put the... I can't put it... Are you saying put it there? Midi? Because I can't put it there. I can't get it to stop there. Like this. So put it there. Right, then what? Then what? Put the line up and right, but the line goes in a straight line and it ends up in this dead end at the top there. You're stuck, checkmate. I need 2 ice cubes. I keep doing the same thing and it's not what I need. If I could get that ice cube here, if I could get it there, then... Hmm. Very nearly, very nearly. Down where? You can't just say down. That's no. It's no. Move the line back to the start. Right. Let's. Right. There's no. Right. Move the line back to the start. Right. Okay. Now what? Southwest. Fuck me. What the fuck is this? What is this? Scrolling's a madman. Is that somebody's face? Is that Santa you've drawn? Good afternoon, Macy Justice. Felt as if I was getting somewhere though. That's not it. It's annoying because if I could just do that to there and I'd be out, but you can't. It's against the rules. I know I felt as if I was quite close to doing it, but that being there seems quite important. It's not going to let me do this though, is it? Oh, it's going to let me do it. Right, interesting. Don't know how that helps me though. What is this?
Oh my, that was a...
Don't give me a walkthrough for fuck's sake. Right, Tiberius Riley thinks he's got it. Blind back to start. Right, here we go, Tiberius Riley. You go. You advise us. You just need to draw a line through these wee sound emitters and then back to base, Macy. Cube up. Cube up. Cube left. Cube left. Line up. Right, okay. Line up. Line through the horn. But that doesn't work anymore. Already you can't do it. Line up, right? Line up. You can't get back. You can't get back though. Alright, okay. Line up, right, line up. Ice cube right. Ice cube up. Ice cube left. Ice cube left. Line left. Alright, okay, right, he did it actually. He did it actually. He actually did it. Well done, Tiberius Riley. I mean, you cheated though. Hello, YouTubes. I'm going to complete this planet and then I'm done. Hang on, Macy thinks he's got it. Let's go with Macy Justice here. Ice cube down. No, he says not. He says no. Great, go. Like that? Nah. Nah. No. My phone's ringing. Hello, John. Hang on.
Talk to you, I'm not typing this out.
What? Right, okay, right, what you saying? Restart. The stream's probably behind. Right, okay.
Left.
Le
Line left.
line left? Okay.
That's no. That's up. That's
No,
not
that's
left.
that's left. You're talking that way? Okay, right, okay, left, okay, go. And then this? Just do this?
Aye,
No,
right.
don't do that.
Then up.
Oh shit, hold on.
No. Light.
Sorry.
Keep down.
Sorry.
No.
Left. Down, you mean? That way?
Right. Up. No, up.
Up. That way. Up.
Good at it. Up.
Mhm.
Then right.
That way. So this way.
Tube down now.
Cube down. Aye.
Aye.
So I take it you want it to go round there like that, probably.
right.
Aye, I think I can see what you're doing.
Yes,
Right,
yes,
you got
that's
it. Right,
that's
you
it.
got it. You got it. Right, thank you.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you to do.
Right. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you
Bye.
later. Thank you.
Love
Bye bye. Best Twitch on stream. One more level and then we're done. That was weird. That was weirdly easy. What did we get? Electric guitar? I've heard of them. Fun. Fun. It is. It's a cracking wee game, Macy. Fun. Alright, that's me for the day. I will be back on tomorrow. I'm home alone for the next 10 days, so I'm probably going to be streaming a bit. Just to keep myself motivated and stuff. I'm toying with the idea of doing an 8 AM stream. Is there anyone in the chat just now who at 8 AM fucking, as soon as 8 AM came out of my mouth, fucking Stewpot hits it with afternoon? Oh, you're saying good afternoon? Sorry, good afternoon, Stewpot. I thought you were making a suggestion of afternoon. 9 AM, not 8 AM. Why 9 AM and not 8 AM? Fuck off, you bag shagger, says Nightbot. That's no like Nightbot to say something like that. He must be having some trouble at home or something. That's no like him. I probably the thing is, I probably could do evening for the next week, but every time I do an evening stream, fewer people watch it, and I'm knackered while I'm doing it. Just try to remember if I covered everything. Clothes rack falling out of the ceiling. Pets making me worried. Anxiety about holidays. Stewpot wants what's best for him. Well, I'll maybe do an evening stream one night next week then, but I don't think on the regular I'll be doing it. Because I'm fucking knackered by like 6, 7 o'clock. So I'm still thinking 8 or 9 tomorrow morning. Or Rishi Sunak, £740 million income. £740 million. Maxon, the game is called Ritmos. I don't know why the game wasn't. How do you change the game title again in the. Do you just put game/game? Ritmos. It's not working. Ritmos. One word? Ritmos. No matches, it says. It says no matches. It's not my birthday, Papa Fromage. I was just joking around. Sorry, I said birthday, but it's no my birthday. Right, well, we'll try 9 o'clock tomorrow morning then instead of 8 o'clock. That's a bit earlier than 10 o'clock. Thanks for the birthday wishes, Macy. Thank you very much. Thanks to the people who called in this morning in the stream. Look at that. Cool. Big thanks to all my diehard fans. That's what they do, isn't it? That's what liars do with their phone. They with their horns, isn't it? It's called Ritmos. Ritmos. Papa Fromage. Ritmos. Okay, guys. Right, I'm away. Please do, as Nightbot says, remember to exercise and meditate. I think I'll meditate now, actually. Right, I'll catch you tomorrow at 9 AM. Have a good day, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for watching again. Tomorrow I'll talk about the schedule for next week and see what we can manage. Stewpot says, spread your arse cheeks and meditate. Right, see you later. Take it easy. Exercise and meditate. Goodbye.